sure you keep that same energy. Make sure you keep that same energy. Make sure you keep that same energy.
Mike G coming through the crowd raw, big dog. You don't really wanna feel these claws. See, God loves me anyway, despite these flaws. So I gotta get a little buck wild, yeehaw. My God give me all the blessings, so I never tap out. No time for stressing. I'm confessing that I'm still learning lessons. When I get knocked down, get up stepping, cause I know how my blessings flow. Started from the ground down to the tiptoe. Holy Spirit, you don't wanna miss this flow, cause I'm talking about you and the whole trio. The Father's on top and they call me mijo. For my Latinos, it's Jesucristo. My God's bilingual, so if you didn't know, I'ma speak English, mi amigo.
Make sure you keep that same energy. 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 Make sure you keep that same energy.
Stripes official, taking off like a missile. Yeah, I'm validated, but it ain't by no people. Ain't no number two, what it look like a pencil. God drew on the plan, then gave me the stencil. Slide, you know I run with the pride. All of my homies some lying, all of them listen to God. Never gonna be my demise, even with pressure applied. Even with concrete on my name, yeah, I'm permanent. Set the record straight, put a permanent. If the bridge built on lies, yeah, I'm burning it. If you at peace with your capping, I'm disturbing it. Yeah, concrete on my name, yeah, I'm permanent. Okay, concrete on my name, yeah, I'm permanent. Okay, concrete on my name, yeah, I'm permanent. Yeah, I'm permanent. Yeah, I'm permanent. Okay, nail to the ground, 10 toes down, never should keep it in 2K. Got it from the dust, but it ain't sweet, never should keep it in Kool-Aid. Pick me out the spot and mimic Martin. Know it got me planted in the garden. Started with my dogs, came out barking. Started fasting, came out starving. I keep going to the kids lit. If it was about me, I would've been quit. Misunderstood, I'm a misfit, tryna dish healing, but the kids sick. Bite the bullet if you gon' bite it in the darkest of moments. I get delighted, man, it be in the night when I get ignited. Say a prayer, let it fly like it's autopilot, yes. Talking about
top notch, skip the squares, hopscotch. Been like this is baby stages. Got she got on Oshkosh, pull up in a drop top.
Not a whip, that just mean that the sun on me. Walk dirty, had the mud on me. Now I wash clean, got the suds on me. Concrete on my name, yeah, I'm permanent. Set the record straight, put a permanent.
It's what you make out of it. I buy my crackers and cheese, Ritz. All of my homies gon' dive, blitz. Body than pepper cayenne, sheesh. I been up out of my mind, release. You get to waste of my time, capiche? Bye-bye, I throw the deuces. Come off as ruthless. Go dump these stooges. I really do this. Haters are clueless. They talk, but they keep up with the movement. My man so handsome and groovy. Boy, I be spraying like blue. Be immaculate, fly than a pelican. Young dripped out and intelligent. But you know I'm heavy sent. I be steady preaching like a reverend. Wordplay dumb, you think that I'm illiterate. Understanding hard, but they ain't even considering the way that I be murdering instrumentals. That's so innocent. I be on top of these rappers cause they really got me big the way that I be on them like local taxes and government. Yeah, jump in this water. I'm Charles. Cujo, better known Big Paul. Yeah, I'm a human with a lot of flaws. Yeah, but Jesus, he died for him. Hope you insured like State Farm. Yeah, y'all naive, more than newborns.
Yo, welcome to the Full 94 podcast. Now, time to pass it to your host, the one, the only, Austin.
I don't understand. That was like a Price is Right type feel. But it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Welcome to the Full 94, man. Glad to have y'all here. We are live. I'm absolutely loving it in the new year. 2022 Full 94 first episode, man. It's gonna be a great year, man. It's gonna be a great year. See how you doing up there?
But we're episode 7.
Episode 7.
Yeah. I'm doing good.
First of the year.
Yeah, it's the first of the year. Yeah.
First of the year. Happy New Year, everyone. I'm doing great. Feeling a little down, but I'm still doing great.
Feeling a little down.
Yeah, I don't feel too good this morning. It's been since yesterday, so
yeah.
Just trying to stay hydrated and talking about basketball will make sure I'll be good.
I know. New Year brings the best out of us, though. Yeah, let's go with that. That boy, what up, man?
Man, I feel great, man. I gotta clean up my room, man, because I don't know if y'all remember 2 years ago when we started the podcast, man. My room was always junky. So I'm cleaning my room.
That's no lie, see.
Yeah, I'm gonna clean my room out. But other than that, man, I'm just excited for what God has planned for us this year, man.
Amen.
And I just I like I said, I'm blessed to have like just two talented like individuals to work with. So it's cool.
Oh, feelings mutual, brother.
Yes, sir.
You already know. We already know, man. We got a lot to talk about. New Year, Christmas Day games, Lakers struggles, Warriors not struggling, Brooklyn 76. I mean, everything that comes along with the NBA, what we love about it has been absolutely amazing. And this whole thing to me makes for interesting almost. I mean, as we come up to the All-Star game, trade deadlines. You know, we talked about on a few episodes back where December 15th, everybody is available, right? You go from 30% of the NBA is available to about 85% of the NBA that's available for trades. So we expected trades to be coming. Now, speaking of trades, the one of the bigger trades that happened, it's not a gigantic trade, but it is a trade that's going to help the Cleveland Cavaliers moving forward. They get rid of Denzel Valentine, bring in Rondo from the Los Angeles Lakers. Denzel Valentine is planning to get signed and waived by the Los Angeles Lakers, opening up a roster spot to see what that whole team is going to look like moving forward. We already seen it. We know our struggles. We don't got to talk about it.
Last night, Brown balled out.
No, last night was not a struggle at all. 43 and 29 minutes. I don't know. I don't know what 37-year-old is doing that. You know what I mean? Like,
you were saying happy birthday for sure.
Bro, I'm telling you, I thoroughly enjoy watching. Now, Portland has had their struggles all season.
Yes.
Lakers needed a win. We needed an easy win and needed a team.
I think the Lakers, man, well, first off, let's go outside the Lakers for a second. I think LeBron James is and we all know this. He's a whole completely different type of human person.
Facts.
I don't even know if he's from this world half the time. But like when him being at his age and playing at this level it's just remarkable.
That makes sense.
But not only that, like I saw the game, man. They look good in their little powder blue jerseys. You know what I mean? They trying to little stunt or whatever. But no,
gotta stunt. It's the only way.
What I see this game, man, there was a lot of movement of the football, a lot of movement of the basketball.
For sure.
I was trying to I was trying to pinpoint like one individual player that, like, I mean, LeBron was in his bag, but like you saw some positive things on the end with Carmelo playing in there, and and I'm thoroughly happy. I'm thoroughly happy that Bron's playing really well, and the Lakers are playing up to par. Now, my question is, like, if they're going to continue doing this, or continue playing at the level they're playing at, or maybe if it's just a night for the unfortunate Trailblazers. And there's a lot of questions on that end, but that's not the show today. So we'll touch on that probably next week. I mean, if we do have time tonight, this morning, we'll touch on it.
We'll definitely touch on it at some point in the show today, just because it is the Lakers and it is a struggle. It is LeBron. So I think I'm talking
about Portland struggles, because Portland, it's ridiculous.
That's not a point. We've had the conversation before, and we've had the question where's the last time you've seen a two guard set win anything? So I'm over the Portland. Damian's one of my favorite players, man, and I just feel like he should be somewhere where he has a chance to get a ring. You know what I mean? I get the loyalty, and I love that about him. But at the same time, you have to get into a place where you're able to play for a championship. He deserves that. And the type of player that he is, what he's brought to the game, he definitely deserves to play for a championship. And Portland is not where that's going to happen right now. So, I mean, it is what it is. But back to that trade, we got Rajon Rondo going to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, we understand that Ricky Rubio is out for the season. Colin Sexton is out for the season. So they needed a veteran presence in a point guard. I don't think you could have got a better one than Rajon Rondo. Now, are we looking for him to go in there and score 15 points a game? No. What I'm looking at is you give me 8 points, 6-7 assists, kind of run that offense. And I think what Rondo is going to be able to bring to those young players who are on the verge of being a playoff team, if not already a playoff team. They look great this season. with the additions that they had. Darius Garland is playing at an amazing level right now this season, so you gotta love that. But I mean, does that trade? So what does that trade do for the Lakers? One, and two, what does that trade do for the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are on the cusp of this young team, on the cusp of making the playoffs? See, I'm gonna start with you. Tell me, what does that do for both sides? Lakers losing Rajon, open up a roster spot, and then no problem at all. And then Cleveland getting a veteran point guard with championship pedigree and leadership and just IQ for the game is crazy.
Well, I'll start with the Cleveland Cavaliers. As Rondo stated, he's happy to be going there because he has a bigger role. And I said that maybe that would help his performance.
No.
I mean, he ain't going to give us 15, but like you said, 8. And just working with Kevin Love, the youngins, because they seem like they want to learn. They're on the high horse right now because the way they're playing, like I said, they surprised me this whole season so far.
You ain't the only one.
So, but just because Rondo is a vet, his IQ, I just think it won't replace Ricky, but it will help the Cleveland Cavaliers stay on their playoff run. Like
Ricky was doing his thing.
He was balling. I seen that, I was like, seriously?
Yeah.
Like all these injuries and the court.
Yeah, I was kind of hurt. hurt.
I didn't want to see that especially after losing Sexton as well.
Yeah.
And then as for the Lakers, I mean, it really doesn't do anything. He wasn't performing well, only shooting 32%, 3.1 points a game, 3.7 assists. So I just think the Lakers have that spot, but they need to find someone who wants to play, like a nuisance player. That's going to defend, get steals, and just not afraid to get down and dirty on the court. They seem like they don't want to get touched. They don't want to get fouled. They don't want to do anything. So I think that's what
that's the game today. No one wants to get touched. No one
the
wants
Lakers
to get
can't win that way. Because unless they don't have really
it's a
shooter
game.
really.
I know, but it's not a gritty game no more. So you won't. So it's pretty boy ball. And again, not knocking anybody that plays in the NBA. It's pretty boy ball right now. It's not that that gritty tough basketball
I'll push back on that, and I would say that every game is not rugged. Right, I would say that every game is not like, but the bigger games, the people for the rivalries. I don't know if you watched that Minnesota Los Angeles, the Lakers and T-Wolves game.
No, I didn't see that.
This is before AD went down. Cat was bullying him. I mean, drop steps. He was trying to embarrass him, bro.
He sure was.
Like I was like, dog, if I could get much respect to Cat, bro, because coming in both Kentucky products. You're thinking and looking at this, I'm like, bro, he is dominating AD down there. But AD was acting as if like he didn't want the smoke. Cat wanted all of it.
All of it.
Come here, I'm gonna shoot threes in your
AD
face.
Walked away. I don't want none of that.
Let me back you down. I'm turning around trying to dunk on you. He's screaming after layups. I'm like, dog, okay. Now, so my only pushback on that would be, is it consistent 90s ball? No, not close.
No.
But I would say for the bigger games, the Christmas Day games, the rivalries, the big games when you have the Warriors, the last 2 Warriors and Suns games has been absolutely amazing. Both of those. So I would say it's just not consistent the way we saw it in the 90s. But it does get there when it needs to be. But the game is definitely I mean, you'd be a crazy person not to think that the game today is softer than it was in the 90s, early 2000s. I mean, people you could just harp on the Jordan rules, and that can easily tell you what the 90s was all about. So, absolutely crazy, man. But going to that, let's say so Ulysses want to make a trade. Doesn't do anything for LA. Rondo wasn't playing anyway to many guards, and can't play him and Russ together. It's very true. Rondo helps because he passes. He's a pass first PG. I definitely think that's true. That's definitely true, man. I think what he's going to bring to Cleveland is going to be good. He's not going to take a lot of shots. He's going to take – Rondo is the type of person that only takes wide open shots. Like, if it's not wide open, he's probably not taking that shot. He's such a pass for a point guard, man. But we got C's opinion. That boy, tell me what that does for Cleveland, what it does for LA. Also, just before I get to you, I wanted to quickly point out the person that you're talking about and trying to add that roster spot in defensive. I think we have that person already in Stanley Johnson. This is just me. He's not a shooter. I'm not looking for him to drop threes, but defensively, he's exactly what we need in the Lakers right now. So I don't know. You got Darren Collison, you got Stanley. I don't know who gets that roster spot if we bring somebody in from outside. We're gonna see, man. But Westside, tell me what does that do for Cleveland? What does it do for LA?
It frees up Russell Westbrook just a little bit more. Two, what it does for Cleveland, I think Rondo's an enforcer, man. He's not. I mean, he moves the ball, but he's an enforcer to me. He's more like, you know what I'm saying, like you ain't gonna do nothing while I'm on the court. You ain't gonna do nothing. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I get out of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But look, after watching last night's game with Cleveland versus Cleveland versus Atlanta, you know, I saw where where he'll fit in at. You know what I'm saying? Where like Trae Young shouldn't be unstoppable.
Fact.
You know what I mean? Against y'all. I'm just saying Trae Young shouldn't be that unstoppable. Like he shouldn't be going into the hole like that. So I think a person like Rondo will match his speed. He's a little bit tall. Well, he's a lot bit taller than him, and you know what I'm saying, bigger hands. He's swapping the ball out. He's swapping the little layups, and then keep Trae on the outside perimeter shots.
It's IQ, man. It's all IQ.
That's what it is. Yeah. That's what he offers you. So, the type of player Cleveland is getting. Let's be honest, man. We all know Rondo's game. Like I said, he's not a pull-up shooter. Like Ulysses said, he's not one of the pull-up shooter, contested shot guys.
You got to worry about him.
He's gonna try to make that wide open shot. So, yep.
I'm not mad at that. I like it, man. I think what that team is going to be able to do with adding somebody like Rondo is going to be just consistency. When you got younger players like a Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, Lauri Markkanen, they have good pieces that they're bringing together. And seeing Ricky go down as well as Colin Sexton is hard to see, but being able to bring in Rondo is going to help that veteran presence in the championship pedigree. 2 rings to his name. Darius is playing out of his mind right now. He's leading that team. So to have somebody like Rondo, who's going to be able to play that backup role and be in Darius Garland's ear, I think that's going to be absolutely awesome for Cleveland. And I definitely believe that they are a playoff team. Stanley, who's it? It's a good fit. Not to start. Oh, Stanley Johnson. Okay. So Ulysses got Stanley Johnson's a good fit, but not start, but more than capable of hustling, playing defense, and playing this role. LA needs another 3-and-D guy for sure, or something like a JJ Redick to space the floor. We're definitely going to need. I think Stanley is going to have to be that wing defender if we're talking about that, but also need somebody who consistently shoots the 3 that can space the floor. It can't just be Bron.
Didn't JJ said he'll come out of retirement to win on a championship team?
Look, I would love to see JJ Redick in a Lakers jersey.
Didn't he say that on his podcast? So it's
at the same time, he's not 3-and-D. He's just 3. You know what I mean? Like JJ's not stopping nobody. You know what I mean? Absolute player. I'd love to see that man shoot any day. And love to see him in the purple and gold. Let me state that, man. But Stanley Johnson is going to be.
I don't think JJ look right in purple and gold, man.
You just never seen it. You got to see it.
You got to see him more in like blue and
just shooting at just.
You got to see
blue and reds. I like him with blue and reds.
I'm telling you, the first 3 he makes, he's accepting the Laker Nation. I tell you that much.
As soon as he makes it.
We need consistent shooters and consistent.
He gonna have a statue outside.
At least they won yesterday because you know why they OKC losing against teams they should be winning. So the fact that they won yesterday with the struggling Portland, so happy.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Okay, let me fix this camera. I don't know what's going on with the camera. But yeah, go ahead and talk. We're gonna talk about getting into watching the question as I try to fix my camera. The question is, are we watching the champions in the Golden State Warriors and what they're doing at 27-7, number 1 record in the NBA? Steph Curry is dropping almost 28 points a game. He's already been respected and seen as the greatest 3-point shooter ever. What's unexpected though is Andrew Wiggins averaging 18 points, Jordan Poole adding 18 points as well. They're the number one defensive team in the league and number one points against team in the league as well. So are we watching the chance? That boy, I'm gonna start with you to try to get my camera fixed. Are we watching the Golden State Warriors? Are we watching the NBA champions only because, and the question is only because they are number one in the league, number one in defense, and their 3-and-D guy in Klay Thompson and their defensive center and Wiseman is not on the floor. They're not even back yet. So tell me, are we watching the champs right now, bro?
All right. So shout out to Craig Smith, Craig Facts. Make sure y'all check that out on Thursday nights. Bro, Craig was like, bro, Golden State, yes, they're playing really tough ball right now. He's never knocking them, but all that stuff is cute right now. And he still has teams in the way. You know what I'm saying? Los Angeles can turn up at any time. And it could be a LA type deal. But what will I say? I'm looking at the champs now. Not right now.
No,
not right now, because I need to see playoff ball. You know what I'm saying? And again, like I said, shout out to Craig Smith. Yes, to me it is kind of cute, but at the same time, I'm like, well, y'all playing tough though. Y'all playing really tough. I want to see how y'all play during the playoffs. Now, when these guys come back, now it's a little different story. So like maybe when these guys come back and it's like, yo, they finna turn up. Then like then I can say like it's solidified that these might be the champs that we're watching right now.
So no Klay Thompson, no James Wiseman. They're number one in defense, number one record in the league, and top 10 in offense. I don't know, man. Look, now granted, when Klay gets back, a lot of those shots that Jordan Poole and Andrew Wiggins are getting right now will not be the same. Their average will go down a little bit, adding Klay Thompson to his starting role. That makes sense. But we're looking at potentially the same team we saw in 2015. We're not
definitely
17 and 18, obviously, because KD was there. But if we're talking about like this team looks amazing without one of the Splash Brothers, which makes no problem to me. And we got Ulysses saying, hey, shout out to you, Ulysses, tuning in, man. We appreciate that. That's the only problem with LA.
Friend.
They're losing to teams like OKC, Houston, and Minnesota. Look, hey, the problem in LA is no defense. We have no problem putting the ball in the hole. It's defense. So I definitely agree with you on that, Ulysses, for sure. So Connie, you're going on record as saying we're not looking at the potential. Now, are they maybe the word potential wasn't put in the question? Does that help you?
Oh, potential.
Because I can't crown them right now with no Klay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard to crown them right now.
But can this team now before adding Klay and James win a championship this year?
They could.
Okay. I think the league is better when Steph's in the playoffs. It just feels good. It feels good.
Well, the thing is, but this leads me to ask you about this. I mean, and I want C to give her answer too. But are we playing cute ball now? I thought we were still playing hard ball. What happened to?
But the question would be is what is cute ball? What makes it cute ball? Is it because they're shooting threes and being pretty with it?
No, it's not because they're shooting threes and being pretty with it. It's like I said, it should be no reason why a Trae Young should be going to the hole at 5'11", 6 foot or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And going to the hole
spicy
and laying it up, just like Steph Curry. Even though Steph Curry's 6'3", a little bit taller than him, but like there's no way these smaller guys can just go to the hole. And there's no like the fence. There's no like there's the Black Air Force activity is gone, bro. We don't have that anymore. The only time we have Black Air Force activity is if there's like a little fight, or if there's like a
Or when someone wants to
nasty,
dunk on LeBron.
nasty dunk on LeBron. You know what I mean? A nasty dunk on LeBron. Yes, see. But this is, I mean, but there's used to be like a lot of Black Air Force activity to where like, bro, this is enjoyable. And the thing is, there's no. I'm not saying the enjoyability would now. It's just that it's like we got generations calling it pie. Like this is just soft basketball. I mean, like what else? What do you want us to do?
The problem is that what we saw in the 90s, the NBA has worked hard to get away from it.
Right.
Like straight up. So you talking about flagrant 1s and 2s, suspensions, everything in between for doing anything dirty. Let's get to Ulysses' comment as well. As we talk about Golden State. Right now, Golden State's looking good, but they are not the champs. They number one in all, but in LeBron, I trust with the healthy LA team can beat anyone. They haven't been whole all season. Look, if anybody on this show is gonna agree with you in trusting in LeBron James in the playoffs and what he can do with a team, it's gonna be me and C. Like this just like I'm a diehard Laker fan, so I am a LeBron fan. C is a LeBron fan who is now a Laker fan. So look, Ulysses, I completely agree with you. If we get the defense right and a LeBron James led team, I can trust them against anybody. But at the same time, Golden State looks good. Phoenix looks good. Utah looks good. These teams who are playing well together in the camaraderie. What we're missing is chemistry.
Chicago looks good.
Chicago looks good as well, man. So what we're missing is defense. What we're missing is complete chemistry. People have been in and out of the lineup. We haven't even solidified a starting 5 yet, bro. You know what I mean? But I've loved the past few games where LeBron's been going to the center position and playing from there. I mean, last night we saw him drop 43 points in 29 minutes. He sat the probably three quarter of the fourth quarter. He was like, I'm good. I'm straight. At 43
rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks.
Well, he got another comment too, man.
Oh, here we go, Ulysses. Let LA get to play 20 games with a whole team. Exactly what I was just saying. And then judge them. But right now, this isn't the real LA. Come playoff LA, they coming to play bully ball. That's a big fact. You're gonna have to. AD is gonna have to get out of this soft span he's been playing in. I'm not worried about LeBron. I need Stanley to come correct. I need Malik to come correct. I need to be everything. And who we got this custom with my mess? Ari, what up? Being number one in offense, number one in the offense. Oh, okay. Means nothing going into the playoffs. Think about all the upsets last year. It's not the same. Consistency isn't there. I definitely get you. You talk about a Milwaukee team and a Phoenix team that every team they played, this is both teams on both sides in the Eastern Conference and Western Conference, was missing a key player or a star. You get with Phoenix, they went through LeBron and AD go down, and they end up playing the Clippers, no Kawhi. I forget the third one. Was it the Jazz and no Donovan? I forget what team it was. But you talk about Milwaukee, Brooklyn, no Kyrie, half a Harden, only had KD. Like these teams, both of these teams made it to the finals. I'm not going to say because they weren't good, right? These are amazing teams, but they were benefited by the injuries, right? They were benefited by key players not being there, and these teams trying to find chemistry when their star player isn't there. So, but this is the NBA. This is what plays you have to play through. You can't help who's on the court. You know what I mean? You got to play who's in front of you.
But here's the kicker for me with Ulysses.
Oh, when Golden State looked good when they went 73-9 and lost in 7. Look, LeBron James is a different animal, man.
Playoff basketball is different anyway. So to say that they're the champs, no, like you can't do that, especially when Phoenix is literally behind them. Like it's too early to say they have potential, yes, but it's too early to be like, yeah, the Golden State Warriors are the champs. Like, yeah, no, cut that rate out.
Give me potential. No Clay, no James. When they get these pieces back and play playoff basketball, because they are the number one defensive team in the league. So
that also goes with rhythm. They are in the rhythm. Is Clay and Wiseman coming back going to mess up their rhythm or bring more to their rhythm?
That's a great question.
So it's like, yes, we know how Clay can play. I'm waiting for Clay to come back. I love Clay Thompson. His shot is ridiculous.
Facts.
And when James comes back as well, I mean, you're going to have to roll them in, but how will Porter play? Belitza, Anderson, Poole when these players come back. So if they don't, what if they don't have these role players they have now? What if they don't perform well when these other people come back? So to say that, no, potential, yes, but champs, absolutely not. Because
I would say this.
run.
I say this. I like seeing when Clay comes back, Jordan Poole comes off the bench, Andrew Wiggins stays in the starting. So you got Steph, Clay, Andrew, James, and Draymond, right? Draymond, and shout out to Draymond too, man, because this team doesn't look the way it looks without their defensive anchor and Draymond. Also, Gary Payton II. His defense, I think he's only averaging like 8 points a game, but his defense is what they've been using him for. Is absolutely amazing to being able to add to that defensive unit they have over there. Being the number one defense team in the league. So Steph, Clay, Andrew, Dre, and James, I think it's a crazy starting five. Now you move an 18-point player in Jordan Poole coming off the bench to head up that second unit. That's what playoff basketball is about. What is that second? I know what my stars are going to give me. What is that second unit?
That's what I'm saying. Is he going to be able to come off the bench and still perform that same way?
Oh, I think he definitely will be. Definitely, because you're gonna be playing alongside Steph or Clay. He's not gonna lead that second unit, right? No. Jordan Poole gets points off of Steph. He's gonna be getting points off of Clay and off of Andrew. It opens up and spreads the floor. So I think bringing somebody who's giving you 18 points off the bench when Clay gets back is going to be monumental for playoff basketball, because that's what playoff basketball is about. I understand what my starting five is going to give me. What about that bench back there? What about the other 2 to 3 players that'll be coming off the bench, relieving my guys? Can I keep Steph off the floor? Can I keep Clay off the floor? Can I let them rest and get the proper rest they need while I'm trusting the guys that are on the court now from my bench? I think Golden State has the best chance to do that, right? I also think that when LA gets it figured out, they got the best chance to do that, because when you're talking about the Lakers and being able to do that, that's why you brought Russ in. If he stays past the trade deadline,
I mean, but still, like, I understand that out like you said before, Adam Silver is trying to take us away from from this like basketballs of the 80s and 90s, where everybody was fighting and all that other stuff. Cool, but the thing is, I still believe that we're still playing cute basketball, and I really do.
He's not gonna let this go.
I'm not. I'm just not.
I don't understand it. But it's not the 90s.
You gotta understand how it bothered me as an NBA fan. It bothered me because I was like, "Yo, I mean, I love this game so much. Like, and I'm like, this game is because it has evolved. Like, my favorite player right now is Jalen Green in the Ball brothers. Like, I mean, like, those are my favorite players right now. I mean, also shout out to Devin Vassell. Like, he's also a favorite player of mine. But like, it's just like I love what these guys are doing. But like, and I'm thinking to myself, like, but these guys didn't grow up in an era of like, what I'm saying, I gotta get that ball, I gotta get it in the hoop, I'm gonna eat, like I don't know a lot of people that's playing hungry ball right now.
It's the change. Even when I'm watching college games, or even when I'm watching summer league games, everyone want to catch the ball, just shoot. Like, I like
the summer league games, because summer league game, that's hungry ball. A lot of the boys are hungry. That's why you might see a lot of mess up. You might see a lot of mess ups and all that other stuff, but like
not might.
Oh, you will. But like the thing is, these guys are like they're nervous and they're hungry. Like, it's a hungry ball. So like, you're not gonna. I mean, you might see a 75-point game. You know what I'm saying? We look at it like, oh, it was only 75 points. Well, I'm like, yo, that's 75 points. That's defense playing. That's like, yo, I need to get to the ball. I need to make something.
But the question is, you're comparing players who make millions of dollars to players who are trying to get contracts.
That's true.
I don't think that's a fair comparison. But
it's not a fair comparison. But the thing is, even in the 90s, even though like they didn't have the ball, they didn't have like the contracts that we have now. Well, a guy can literally play 1 year of basketball now, collect his $1 million, and live off of that for the rest of his life. And don't have to do. He can just fill out his contract. That's what I'm trying to do. That's cool.
Shout out to Mario. I just want to say that though.
Mario Chalmers.
Yes. Shout out to Mario.
Getting signed over to the Miami Heat is definitely a good look, man. Is he on a 10-day?
Yes.
He's on a 10-day count. Okay. So I mean, he's got proven himself.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, is he, 10-day contracts and all that other stuff? He's gonna get paid through his 10-day contract. That's it's guaranteed money.
But I think
but you
what
you're
saying, these players coming back that having to prove yourself, you'll get the hunger ball from them.
That's a fact. I mean,
Like
you think about protocols,
huh?
I think you think about safety protocols that the NBA has right now. People are getting chances. IT got a chance.
Another one.
Joe Johnson came out and got a chance. He is 2. Yeah, he's on Dallas right now. Yeah, and you can think about Mario Chalmers playing as well. So the hunger ball that you're talking about are going to be people who are trying to eat and get full season contracts. So with the health and safety protocols that the NBA has set up,
you can get to have a chance to see the hunger ball.
But you're not. I mean, it's not going to be chippy,
right?
And we know that. You know what I mean? Like that's the NBA right now. Chippiness comes against teams you hate, against rivalries, and in the playoffs. It's not consistent. Beating up folks, I hate you. You know what I mean?
Trey said regular season's boring. He said it himself.
Let's just get to. Yeah, let's get through these 82 games. Let's get to the playoffs, and it is what it is. If honestly, I would even venture to. I mean, last season I think we did 72, and the Warriors now they were 39-33 last year. So even to come out into what they're doing right now to be 27-7, like it makes a lot. They're 6 wins away from the wins they had last season.
Right.
In the 34 games that they've played this season. So I think what you're looking for is going to be in rivalry games, teams that hate each other, and in the playoffs. It's not going to be consistent from the 90s to early 2000s where everybody was trying to fight each other. Everybody, you know what I mean?
Well, I don't think people understand what I want.
Unless you're playing Cat, because he seems to be rough every game.
Cat putting it on folks. Carl Anthony Towns is like outside of Cat, everybody. Which I respect it. I
I like that type of.
I'll trade AD for the Cat we got right now,
bro. But what I'm saying, okay. So what I'm saying though, I don't want everybody to be fighting. You know what I mean? I just want
bows. You want bows throwing and fists.
A little aggression. You want aggression.
You want headlocks. You know what Kareem Abdul-Jabbar punching folks in the back of the head. You know what I mean?
No.
You remember that?
I just want.
He hit him and backed up quick. That was a long reach. He was like, wow.
All right, man. Let's check out what Ulysses had to say because he been blowing up the comments real quick.
Let's talk. So I respect Golden State and the Suns, but they playing hard, but they do what they're supposed to do to beat teams that ain't good, and their records are a little inflated. LA would be up there, but no D. I mean, it's easy to say that, right? It's easy to say that, but we are 17-19 right now, I believe, in the Lakers land because we're not playing defense, right? We're putting up points, or we're not playing defense, and we can't stop nobody. Golden State is number 1 in the league because they can stop teams. The Phoenix Suns are because of the defensive pressure that Chris Paul and the rest of that team brings. Another thing for you, listen, it's only 3 teams in the West: Golden State, Phoenix, and Utah, and then everyone else. Utah not proven, so I'll just say the top 2. The best team to stop LA is Golden State, just because they are so deep. Ulysses, I love the comment, but we have got to stop saying that Utah is not proven. They are consistently a top 4 team.
No one likes Utah.
5 years. I think that's the issue.
I'm a Spider fan, so yes, I do.
No one likes Utah.
I like Donovan. I like Rudy. I like what they're doing over there. Like, I mean, look, I like them so much. I was a free agent in 2K. I got 2K22. I'm playing on Xbox Series S, the new joint. Hit me up. You know what I mean? Trying to get this work. I was off season. I went to Utah. Because I'm a point guard. And I said, you know what? I just got done averaging my rookie season, got rookie of the year. I was averaging 28 points and 11 assists. I said, you know what? I said, you know what, bro? I need to play with Donovan. I need to play with Rudy. I need to play with Jordan Clarkson.
I love
they are consistently in the top of the West every year. Now,
you would hate to go to Utah for real. You'd be in Salt Lake, be like, oh, what the heck is this?
Hey, look, the city is different, but the jersey choices. It got like 12 or 13 old jerseys dating back to like before John Stockton and Karl Malone. Look, this team, will I say they're unproven because they haven't won in the playoffs, right? Like, yeah, they've got to the first and second rounds, so they're having to try to get over that hump. But in the regular season, they're the Milwaukee Bucks. Like, they are consistently in the top of the West every year So I mean, we got to see. But the Usos also said, look, the league is soft. It's shooting them light skinned boys in Golden State. That messed the game up. Look, when you're shooting and you don't got to do much, it is what it is. And when you're good at it, you got to go for what you're good at. And Steph has done that. Clay has done that. You know what I mean? Like these teams are absolutely getting to it, man.
To come back, because I just think he's gonna come back and go off.
That's a big fact. That's a big fact.
I really do.
But speaking of good at something, you know who's really good at something?
What's that?
Ooh, I gotta give it to Becky Hammon, bro. Like, bro.
Oh, for sure. Shout come on,
bro.
You already know, bro.
Real talk. I believe she should. She honestly, she should take over the dog on San Antonio Spurs. Let Pop retire finally. But like, I mean, honestly, she's a great coach, and I'm proud to say, like, dang, she got the Aces job.
Look,
now they're not going to be a soccer team anymore. They can be an actual basketball team.
For Las Vegas, the best case scenario for Las Vegas.
I know they're no longer going to be a soccer team. They're going to be a basketball team now.
What are you talking about?
Seriously.
Back up.
They definitely got the players.
Now I'm tuning in. I'm tuning in just to see her coach. That's all I'm doing. I'm like, yo,
Cambridge is
my favorite team now.
Did you know that?
Huh?
I said, Liz.
Cambridge is a free agent.
She's an unrestricted free agent February 1st. Like, if we don't bring her back, I'm gonna cry. You know what I mean? Like, Asia Wilson is great. Don't get me wrong. MVP, like,
yeah,
but
you
need that 1-2 punch.
Mm-hmm.
You need it. And we have to have it. I definitely think.
I like Gray.
I'll definitely. I think this is the biggest thing for me. Becky getting that job. When you talk about somebody, when you talk about pedigree, you spent the last 8 years in the NBA. You played for the San Antonio Stars. Mm-hmm. You coached for the San Antonio Spurs for the last 8 years.
She had 4 trips when she played.
Yeah, like when you talk
finals.
This young lady is more than you could ask for in a WNBA head coach, right? You have the pedigree. You served under one of the greatest coaches ever in Popovich, right? So you're going to take that and getting a nod from Pop to say, look, I don't know what the future holds for Becky, but she has all the tools to be successsul.
And even coaching players, some of the players she coaches, like, look at Patty right now.
Yeah, Patty's doing amazing right now in Brooklyn, doing his darn thing. But you talk about bringing somebody in who, number one, is going to get the respect of every player on the Las Vegas Aces. Not only the respect of them, but the respect of the league. Her jersey is in the Raptors. Every game you can look up and see, oh, okay. She's been 16 years in the league. Like, she is, I mean, she was arguably, I think, an article that came out or rating they did, she's a top 25 player ever in the WNBA. So when you talk about having the pedigree standing under Pop, coming in, playing eight seasons under Pop, 16 years in the league, I mean, WNBA, one of the greatest players ever that they have ranked for, to come in and play for the team that your jersey is hanging in the rafters of. You know, you got to respect what Las Vegas is doing, what they did. Bill Laimbeer still stays on his basketball operations in that role. So we're going to see.
Another reason I like
already
her.
Talking about.
Another reason I like her is because she went undrafted.
Oh, facts.
So you go undrafted, you have this great career, you coach against Pop, Jersey gets retired. Now you're coaching that team.
Yeah.
It's
absolutely amazing.
She has a lot of accolades in Russia too. So like, don't think she's not just like she's still home.
She said that. I was reading an article and she said that she plays because she always has to. The way she works is she always has something to prove.
Facts. I love it, man. And let's get to this comment by Ari, man. Shout out to Ari. Connie, you don't watch no WNBA, so don't talk about the Aces. They tough.
That's her squad.
Tough. Ari know, man. Look, Ari, we gotta get you on for the next. We're gonna talk about the Aces next week and what they could potentially be able to bring with adding Becky Hammon, what they're gonna be doing. Liz is a free agent February 1st. Now, Bill Laimbeer is staying on, so the Aces are taking it this season with Becky. Look, Ari, I'm with you on it. You know what I mean? I got on the show repping the squad. So, look, I think this is going to be big. I think what Becky can bring to the table is going to be big. But Liz being a free agent really makes me nervous. Like, her being a free agent. Bill Laimbeer is going to stay on as kind of not heading up basketball operations, but kind of like a liaison, kind of like He's gonna be on staff there in Las Vegas. Let's get to this Ulysses comment. The Aces tough. They just need better leadership. There's not 32 better coaches in the NBA than her. No one wants to let their head coach be a female. That's a big fact. Spurs should have gave her the job next. I think definitely that should have been what happened. I think there should have been.
I believe so. She
but
deserved.
I just think this opportunity came first. So to not take this just so it's just like, nah, maybe, who knows? Yeah. They might bring her back after she has, who knows? Never know.
Yeah, I think the choice that Becky came down to was, do I wait for this position to open up, right? Maybe they haven't told me I would take on after Pop. Because we heard stories about retirement, non-retirement, staying on, not staying on. What does that look like? Now, I have a chance to go back to the team that I was an all-star for, that I played in the finals for. My jersey is hanging in the rafters. A 5-year deal, highest paid head coach in NBA and WNBA history. Mm-hmm. I think you have to take that and really understand, like, okay, I'm going to take this. It's not really a risk. This is my opportunity. But it's an opportunity. Yeah, facts. It's an opportunity to do something that hasn't been done before. Obviously, there have been female coaches in the WNBA. But to go back and win a championship for the team that you play for, that was formerly the San Antonio Stars, are now the Las Vegas Aces, I think that's going to be awesome. And watching her jersey hanging in the rafters, be able to put a championship banner next to that would be absolutely amazing.
It reminds me of when Candace first decided to go home and then came back and won. So now it's like,
bro,
you know what I'm saying? So now
that feeling is real.
So now it's like Becky, she's going home.
Yeah.
And she, you know what I'm saying? I don't know the whole winning thing.
I'm absolutely down for it. I think if you keep Asia, you keep Liz, you keep those pieces that are going to get you to the championship. That leadership and what Becky can bring is pedigree. She knows it.
Maya Moore is better than Candace Parker.
You said Maya Moore is better than Candace? You can back away from the mic a little bit. Yeah, I appreciate that. Stay back there for the rest of the show. So making sure the Maya Moore thing, right?
Tell me why my mic muted by itself.
That's good stuff. I saw that as soon as you backed up and muted. I was like, that's perfect. That's perfect.
It's destiny.
The problem with Maya is we understood she's been a winner at every stage, right? But the last few years she's been handling that the jail thing that she was trying to take care of. Ended up getting him out, ended up marrying the guy. That I didn't see that one coming either. But I mean, she's not unproven, but it's just incomplete. Let's say that. Right. I don't think she's unproven. Her resume is incomplete. Candace has it right now, and Maya has to come and take it. But can Maya do it if she was on the court? No question. No question at all. I'm still Las Vegas. I'm still with Taurasi. I still love seeing just some of the GOATs just go out there and play this game the way it's supposed to be played. We have people on this show, resident Floridians that are not fans of WNBA. I'm not going to say no names, but it is
we're not going
what
to
it is.
We're not doing
I definitely
this.
We're not doing to come this. Back,
I think we're going to be the shout out to look. Okay, so we're gonna shout out as well. Look, I'm a Las Vegas Aces fan. Right, we're gonna shout out the Connecticut Sun. This is the team that C and Ari are connected to. We're gonna be there for the game opener. I'm already saying it. I'm gonna get that date. I'm gonna fly out. We're gonna be there. Connie, I need you to make that happen.
I'm making it happen.
I'm gonna exit off this live with Connie.
I need you to be here, Ari. I don't want you to.
He doesn't know, Ari. He's still learning.
Did you guys see though? So I have more excitement about what I want to do. Yeah. Did you see because I'm gonna butcher her name, the news journalist with the one who has a tattoo on her face?
Oh, right here,
yes.
Yeah.
So my tattoos will be accepted, guys. I will be on ESPN with no problem.
Let's go.
Tattoos are gonna be shown, guys.
Yeah,
but it's cultural, right?
I understand that. But that's a step forward. It's a step forward in the right direction. Yes, it's how things always start off as being cultural.
Yeah, all right.
I don't have any fancy tattoos. This is cultural right here. My headphones or my stand.
I love it.
That's our culture. Yes. All right. So I'll be remiss because like Ari, I don't want you to come off because the whole entire Black Air Force moment of the week is all of you. Everything that you sent me, because you're the only one sending me stuff. So shout out to Ari for being the only person that sending me stuff. Y'all
Guys,
know my
send
Instagram.
your Black Air Force moments.
Send them, please. All right. Let's go ahead and go to this high school. Now, this happened some years ago. She's actually at Stanford now. But let's look at what she was doing in high school, man. Wow.
Woo!
Bruh.
Look at her face though.
This is the alley oop. Yeah.
Yes, the reaction.
Catching it off. Wow. Bro, I can't do that right now.
The cheerleader was crazy.
And the cheerleader was like, wait, hold on.
The energy in there is crazy. But the fact that the point guard, the lead, so picture how the play points out, right? So go ahead and play the video again. I'm gonna walk y'all through this, right? So you get the steal on the defensive side, right? You hit the outlet, right? So you hit the outlet. The outlet is understanding that I have this girl trailing me, right? So the fact that she had the energy, the confidence to throw that thing up was like, look, I'm good. I know she's coming. She didn't even look back.
No,
you think about that.
It was a guaranteed bucket.
It was like I'm gonna pass. Let me hit the outlet pass. I'm gonna throw that thing up, and boom. She was like, I know she's gonna go get it.
Guaranteed bucket.
Yeah.
Now I'm telling you, if I start seeing alley-oops in WNBA, bro, I'm gonna go crazy.
I'm be so amped.
Maybe it'll get people like Connie to watch. So that's what it is.
Stop.
Oh, what'd you say? That wasn't even.
Why y'all keep doing
I just don't understand, Connie. Like, did you watch the finals?
I did.
Did you watch the finals going into the finals and not saying, oh, this is going to be whack? Because between Candace and what Kalia was doing,
I mean, it was the game.
The north side of Philly was definitely on that court when she was. You see what she did in homegirl's face?
Yeah.
Isn't she on the Aces too?
I think so. Now, probably.
No, she's on Phoenix. That girl. She's on Phoenix.
Still on Phoenix. Yeah. But before we're gonna get to the Black First Moments, cap and no cap. We get out of here. But shout out to the Aces. Shout out to Becky, Liz. Please re-sign with us. We need you. Shout out to Asia. Shout out to McCautry.
Is Liz the Australian girl?
Yes.
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 Shout out to Gray.
6'8". Chelsea Gray. Shout out to Destiny Slocum and everybody on that team. Man.
Do you know why I only say Gray?
We need y'all back.
Delete the OF.
Do you know I only call her Gray?
Why
because I don't understand how I always want to say Chelsea when I see that first name. So I just say Gray.
It's Chelsea.
Liz.
You're so funny.
Liz, delete the OF. You don't need it, baby.
Please. Okay, look, Ulysses talk. I saw the comment. We didn't get to read it, but they were talking about Liz. It would be nice to see Liz in LA. People are looking to go to LA, not just for the weather, but for the potential that team has. Here we go. Everyone real wants to be in LA, just not for the weather, but more things like movies, commercials, etc. I hear you, but Las Vegas is less than an hour flight away. It's perfectly fine. Liz, this is me. This is Miles. You know what? I'm gonna reach out to Liz. We're gonna try to get Liz on the 494 so we can have this comment. What's going on, Codrick? We're gonna try to get Liz on. I'm gonna try to get Asia. I'm gonna try to get Liz. I'm trying to get Angel. I'm gonna get Chelsea. I'm gonna get everybody. Let's just Destiny. Let's pull through, especially with the new signing of Becky. Let's figure out. Hey, how do you feel on that? First. Look, I want
listen.
I want Liz on him. Liz, you got to stay. But
I'm going for KFC. That's who I'm going for.
KFC.
Yes. Just these people actually speak back when I tag them in things. So I gotta go with that route.
All right.
I'm gonna tag her. I'm gonna put a post up today with the roster, and I'm gonna tag her.
Credentials.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna tag a couple and say, hey, look, we need you to get on the 494. Look, let's have this conversation. Let's talk about it. I'll forward you the credentials as well. You already know. Let's make this happen, Liz. Please don't leave us.
All right. Well, Liz,
we need you.
Delete
you in Las Vegas.
Liz, delete the OF. Delete that junk. You don't need it. Anyway, bro, another Black Air Force moment.
Let's talk about it.
Look at her.
Woo!
Bro, you see that, bro? You see this?
I gotta see
You
it again.
shouldn't be
Hold
getting excited. You should not be getting excited. You don't
I
like
don't
women's
care.
basketball.
I don't like the WNBA. I love women's basketball. You see this?
Wow.
You see that?
What? Okay, I saw all of that, but what did you just say?
He doesn't like the WNBA, but loves women's basketball.
I love women's basketball.
I don't understand.
I'm confused.
You got to explain that one. The Black Air Force moment is great. Diamond the Shields, do your darn thing.
Look at her, bro.
But you got to explain that one, bro. You ain't getting
You talk about you want to see hungry ball. Watch the ladies, but you don't
watch the cross. That cross was mean, though.
Man.
Simple, just get you off balance.
Now, last year we had some great crosses in the WNBA, though.
Bro,
now, if you watch that play,
it's the finish for me, dog.
If you watch that play, it's all about footwork. Now, Jaylen Brown is really good at this, but a lot of crosses depend on your foot. Watch the foot. Do you see the switch foot?
Ooh,
so she goes, she steps back, she goes between the legs, and she switches feet. Right. So now the defender is trying to figure out which way she's gonna go. So boom, switch foot, and that back foot she pushes off and gets the speed she needs. So the acceleration was key to this play.
But it's placement of it's just placement of the ball going.
Oh, for sure,
rim,
with the left hand.
With the left hand, so she knew that one spot got it. I mean, shoot. Shout out to Ari, man. Ari, you'll go for that one.
Through with the Black Air Force moments.
I absolutely love it, man. Now back to your comment, sir. Before we get out of here, that's Diamond Chill from Chicago Sky Food.
Like WNBA champion.
And then of course the slap of the head, Connie.
Now let's get back to this comment before we get out of here, man. You're a fan of women's basketball, but you don't like the WNBA. You said it. You said it twice, actually. Twice. It's on record, sir. So let's get to this. I need explanations, sir. I need. What are we talking about here?
So I've always loved watching women's sports because my sister she played basketball when she was at Seabreeze High School, and she was gonna go play for Cookman, but she decided to just be a student. But I grew up in the town, Ormond Beach, Florida. We bred basketball, but what was always on display was women's basketball because our women's basketball team was always ridiculous. So anytime we played the city ball, high school ball, let me stop you there. Let me stop you there. Listen.
I want to hear all of that, but let me stop you there.
Okay.
The beef about your statement was the WNBA. Don't give us the history on women's basketball, why you like it. I have family members playing. You said you don't like the WNBA. I want to get to that part of the comment. We understand.
I don't like the WNBA because the product, man, it's not the product's not good. It's just that the product, their focus is on so many other things instead of just like basketball. It's like the enjoyability could be here, bro, but like, you know what I'm saying? We want to be just like the NBA, and this is my struggle with the NBA sometimes. Like we want to be part of every cause, everything. Like, bro, like I just want to see good basketball, bro.
Did you see Eweezy cross Sue Bird and made a fall?
See, I got it.
I mean, I'm just
no. Listen. You don't have to be confused at all. Connie has been like this for the past few years, and I will give props to him. He has been consistent with his claim. He is, I won't say all the way on the side of shut up and dribble, but he is like midway. Can you just play that? He's always been like that. And his dislike for the WNBA is probably the last 2 years of the bubble, when they went into the bubble and they were wearing the t-shirts and got but the big thing for Atlanta Dream, also getting that owner fired and getting the team sold. I think that's where your issue is. It's not basketball or the product.
No, the product is dope.
So you're talking about being immersed in social things that like every player should be a part of.
And
when it's too much, that's where you are.
It's like when it's too much, like keep in mind, like it's just like now. I don't know if y'all remember years ago when the women's Final Four, they didn't have like the proper like weight room sets and all that other stuff, but the men's had the proper weight room sets. Okay,
Yeah.
that's something to complain about.
For sure.
That's something to complain about because you know what I'm saying? But like
everybody did all over social media, all over. Everybody did. They wrote everybody. So I just don't like when I seen that this year.
It's just when it became the WNBA's problem, I'm like, yo, no, let these girls fight for their things, man. They're playing in the same facilities. Okay, so we know these girls need to have the proper weights and all that other stuff. Y'all need to focus on what y'all gonna do with the season. And then not only that, like I feel like it overshadows it. A lot of the times it overshadows your star players. That's why when I tell everybody, like, I don't know any star players in the WNBA because there's so much other stuff going on to where's the star player that we know who the star players are in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? We know who the star players are
because they have everyone behind them in the NBA.
Marketability is different.
Fight for contracts. They don't have to fight for ESPN games. They don't have to fight for primetime games. The NBA already has that.
Getting paid barely six figures.
Exactly. So when they have to focus on NBA players don't have to go overseas to get extra money to live. The WNBA has to.
I get that I get that 100-fold. But let's be honest. A lot of these players live a better life than a lot of us. They live a better life than a lot of us.
No, they don't.
A lot of them do.
A lot of them don't even think they're famous. So you can't sit here and say that they're very humble. And I didn't know this. I didn't know this until this year. They don't think they're famous. They don't think they're this big people. But in order to draw attention to them, they have to focus on major issues. Yeah. To bring what they have to constantly fight for. Sue Bird has how many rings, how many points, but doesn't get paid as some of these players like a LeBron James.
Okay, and let's be honest with Sue Bird. Let's be honest with Sue Bird. Sue Bird is not jumping on the gym. Sue Bird she's not flashy. But you know who was flashy? You know who is flashy? You know who is marketable? Yeah, Candace Parker. Even though she's to me
she's an NBA analyst now too.
She's an NBA analyst. Like she's flashy. She's what the face should have been. But the thing is, we stripe on Sue what Sue did. Even though, look, I'm not knocking Sue's accolades or nothing, but think about South Carolina head University of South Carolina head basketball coach, man. What she was doing. I mean, she's a 6-time All-Star, bro. Not to mention she's in the Basketball Hall of Fame, bro. Mm-hmm. And she's still putting up numbers that's gonna be adding up to it because of how dope of a coach she is. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk about her enough. We don't talk about how great she was. But the thing is,
you don't talk about her enough. Everybody talks about Dawn.
No, they don't.
I was waiting for you to say
that. See, rub me my face. See,
all right, look.
Rub me my face. See, rub me my face.
No,
bro.
I am because I am face, just bro. Like with the whole Final Four thing. These women played college basketball too, so why not? Would they not speak up for the women being treated they are on a Final Four stage?
Yeah, but that
being a woman themselves that don't get the same treatment as NBA players, it goes hand in hand.
But when it came out as, hey, we didn't get the facilities there in time enough. Then there was a whole like, oh well, why didn't it come on time and all this other stuff. Like it's complaints, and it shouldn't be complaints. It's like I love your basketball. Why can't I just love your basketball?
Because how are they going to play basketball and prepare if they don't have the stuff to prepare? Be in the gym. How they like?
Okay, look. Let's be the mediator here. So look, we're gonna try to get to the end of this show. I love the energy. I love it. And I think we're gonna bring this and continue this conversation next week. So you definitely got to come back and see this. We're on the side of the WNBA. Me and C and Connie is deciding whether he likes to watch, which I have seen people do that with the NBA. I've seen the people do it with the NFL when Cap was kneeling. The same thing. I think it's a definite conversation we need to have. We'll end this up with a cap or no cap, and then we'll get out of here. But definitely, let's put a pin in this.
And guys,
keep this for next week.
Me and C still are friends.
Yes, we are. I love you, bro.
Of course. This is what the show is about. The show is about having. If all of us agreed on everything, I don't think it'd be a good show.
It would be a terrible show.
So I think it's gonna be great. So we'll get a couple cap and no caps in here, and we'll get up out of here, man. So we'll get right to it. See, cap or no cap, Russell Westbrook will be a Laker after the trade deadline.
No cap.
No cap. He will be. All right. Talk to me, Connie. Cap or no cap, Russell Westbrook will be a Los Angeles Laker after the trade deadline.
Cap. No cap.
So he's staying.
I see him staying. I see him staying.
Y'all see him staying for real?
I see him staying. Yeah, I do. I don't right now. He's you know what I'm saying, it's too valuable. I got a whole bunch of caps going on.
Ulysses that called you cap. That's cap.
You think they're gonna trade him?
I think there is a chance they could trade him, right? Depending on
trading him.
But the question is, I don't think there's a trade market for him, right? I don't think there's a trade market. He's getting paid $44 million. It's like there's not a trade market, and to figure out how to make that money work. Ulysses put it on the head. No cap, too much money. So I think he stays. The question is how long does he stays, and can they unload him in the offseason if it goes awry? So I think it's gonna be good, but I think there's a chance. I think if anybody could do it, Rob Pelinka can pull it off. That's just
okay.
That's just where
are you looking for him to get traded?
Yeah.
Am I looking for him?
Like this is what Miles have in his heart right now. I want him to be.
I think I need to see everybody on the court. I need to see LeBron. I need to see Russell. I need to see AD. I need to see Melo, Malik Monk. Kent Bazemore. I need these players.
I think AD need all of 1 year guy that y'all need. I think AD
is the problem.
AD is the
soft.
Just go ahead. Soft. I mean, he got you the championship ring.
I think y'all needed. My man has been soft since he won that championship.
I'm just saying. Now you go ahead and scoot him to the side, like yo.
I got my ring. I'm good.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's the problem.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't have hungry ball, bro.
Yeah, that's a big fact.
Bro, he was a one and done. He was a one and done prospect out of Chicago, and went to Kentucky. Wound up winning the national championship with a 33 and 1 team.
Yeah,
I mean, like honestly,
it makes me nervous.
He doesn't. To me, he doesn't say like, "Yo, I want to win championships consistently." No, it's just saying like, "I'll get to my destination. I got to my destination. That's it." I mean, you're a rich guy now. You got into a movie. You was in barbershop. It's all good. Now we can go ahead and scoot your own line.
I totally agree with you. But somehow my 2-year-old has made it into this room. And beautiful acoustics, as you can tell. Yeah. I don't know where my wife and my mom are at. But
tell them I said Happy New Year.
I will. Uncle Connie and IC said, "What up?
What's going on?" He wants to come join. He wants to be just like you.
I see. Can you stop? Go ahead.
He wants to bang on whatever he's banging on.
I don't understand.
He might be the next new drummer.
He could be, possibly be.
Yo,
let's see. AD, listen, goes. AD has been soft. He was not soft in but he was putting up numbers once he got Bron. It shows more. Oh, fact. I think it definitely shows. I think what he's bringing to the court is not what he needs to be bringing. I think he got that ring and he was like, "Let me do what I got to do. I did what I came to do." So I think, I mean, and the biggest thing for me that was the fact was when Cat came in and said, "I'm about to embarrass you,"
and he did.
And AD was like, "All right, bro."
It really looked like AD was just like, "Do what you need to do. I ain't even going."
Oh, you can't win. You can't win,
I ain't even going to guard you. Just do what you got to do.
Do what you got to do.
I'm
going to sit over here.
You don't want to even try to defend him,
bro.
Like, you don't even want to try to block the shot.
Now you talking about a waste of money and resources. That guy.
It'd be like that.
I'll get, bro. Give me his contract and give it to them young ladies in the NBA, in the WNBA. That's what y'all go ahead and take. Y'all fight for those type of people. Because
I
honestly,
ain't mad at it.
if you don't want to be here, like you use that money for other places. You know what I mean? Just saying.
I'm big fat. All right, cap or no cap? Are the Bulls for real being tied with the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference at 20? What is it? 28-10, 23-10, something like that. 23-10.
Oh, 23. Okay.
23-10. They are tied with the Brooklyn Nets. Are the Bulls for real, man?
You
Cap or
should
no
answer
cap?
that question first.
You should answer that question first.
First,
Yeah,
because the last week when we were on, me and Connie was saying they're coming out the East. You were so against it. So I think
they're not coming out the East.
Okay, I understand that. But right now, they're tied for the number 1 spot.
Are they for real? Yes.
Yes.
They are for real. Cap, the Bulls real. Okay, I get that, right? Wait. So you said cap, so the Bulls are real. So are the Bulls for real, cap or no cap? So Ulysses, you mean no cap?
No cap.
That the Bulls are real. Okay.
No, I think he said what he said. I think he's saying they're a real team. It's just not a, not a for real team. So he's
okay.
I'm going on play on words. Yeah. Either that or he. Oh.
No, it's they not coming out.
Yeah,
you were right, Connie. But they are a real team.
They're a real team. Yeah. Okay, so no cap, Ulysses. They are a real team. They will be coming out the East, bro, because how they're
coming out the East.
They're coming out the East now. Bro. And I'm telling you, and next year, my son, Jalen, bro, I'm telling you, my son gonna be like, yo, you know what I'm saying?
Basketball is dangerous. I say that all the time, and I'm gonna stick to that.
I mean, it's a fact. It's a fact. Let's talk about the 2015 Golden State Warriors. Heavy basketball is dangerous. You got to know. So they're coming out. You're saying, Connie, you're coming out the East. See, what are you saying? Are they coming out?
They're real. No, they're a real squad. Yes.
Okay.
I got them coming out the East.
Okay, I like it.
Straight up out the East.
So I think you got teams like the Cavaliers. They're number 5. 76ers at 6. The Bulls, the Nets, and the Bucks are 3 games apiece. Bulls and Nets are same. Bucks are right behind them. If let's say they still got the Bucks and Nets, I was gonna say the same thing, Ulysses. Cap or no cap? Bucks and Bulls Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah, think about it. Cap or no cap? Bucks and the Bulls in their Eastern Conference Finals. Remember, Kyrie can't play half the games. Remember that.
So do I say cap or no cap?
Yeah, I'm going to say no cap.
If you believe it, it's no cap. If you don't believe it,
no cap.
You like the Bucks and the Bulls Eastern Conference Finals?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, I do. I see.
Like
that's.
I like it.
I see that. Ulysses, okay.
DeMar DeRozan, right? Yeah.
He balling. Right now.
He's in his.
That's
bag.
a solid squad and a solid defensive squad. That's what I like most about it. They're not just.
And then Caruso, yes, you were lit on the Lakers, but at the Bulls, he's just on
fire,
bro. Cause he shouldn't have been. He should not have been a player that y'all traded. Y'all let that man go. Y'all are stupid for that.
We didn't trade Caruso.
No, y'all stupid
with
for
the
that.
Bulls.
He signed with the Bulls. Y'all should have did everything in y'all power to keep that man, because that's probably the reason why y'all wanted off on championship.
They wanted Russell. And to get Russell, they had to open up some cap room. That's
Russell. Okay, you had a boy that could play the ball. This kid came on Texas A&M. He said, "Look, I'm about to be in my bags the whole entire year."
That's what we got Austin Reeves for. You know what I mean? You know, I'm trying to. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. You got to make sure it's good and make sure it's great. I love the backdrop she got going on.
Sorry, guys.
Right,
my computer almost died on y'all.
Oh, well, God bless it. I appreciate that. I'm glad it didn't die. All right, so last cap or no cap, man. With the Clippers losing, I didn't already have Kawhi. Before we get to Ulysses, LA should have got DeMar and keep AC. Bron could have played PG. I think that's not bad. The DeMar DeRozan deal was done. The Buddy Hield deal was done.
Right.
And I think we lost AC for like I think it was like $4 or $5 million. It was silly, some like James Harden type stuff. Like losing the OKC lost him to Houston over $6 million. And look what he's done for the league since he left. Look what everybody's done for the league once they left OKC. Right. So I don't really know. I don't really know, man. So cap or no cap, with the Clippers already not playing with Kawhi, and I combined
PG
the
just
two.
went out, right?
PG just went out. He's going to have surgery, and it is likely that he will miss the rest of the season. Clippers are top 6 right now. So you still got Golden State, you still got Phoenix, you still got Utah. Cap or no cap? As your estimate right now, do the Lakers have a chance to make the finals? Cap or no cap? LeBron-led Lakers making the finals. Cap or no cap? Talk to me.
Connie.
You said cap. He said cap.
You said cap?
Oh, yeah.
So no chance.
Wait. Hold on. Yep. No cap.
You're going to go no cap.
Just as a hater. No cap.
So the cap or no cap was the Lakers have a chance to make the finals.
Yeah,
so are you saying no?
As a hater.
So you're saying cap?
You're saying cap.
As a hater. But no cap, because like I said, like that's only if they turn it on. So like I said, for me, that's a tough question or a tough statement.
I don't think it's a question turning it on. You need defensive players. It's not really. They're not going to be like, oh, I can play defense now. Like you need consistent players.
But see, they can. But see, I think with the Lakers, they have that switch all the time. Oh, today we want to play. Turn the you get like I feel like we have that all the time when it comes to if they want to play defense. Because at one point, wasn't they the number one in defense? So it's like
yeah. The last year number one, we were barely top 10 this year. So we're in the bottom 15 of the league. Shout out to Koldrick, man. GM LeBron, worst decision was bringing in Westbrook. Look, I ain't gonna argue with you, bro. I agree with you. Healthy. I like Ulysses. That might be one of his worst decisions, bringing him in. But if Russell goes off and they find the chemistry and they win a championship, then all is well. So I think you trying to figure it out and see what the decision looks like. You had the Buddy Hield, you had DeMar, but what like, and we talked about this in past episodes. What LeBron and AD was looking for was people to play when they're off the court, and that's Russell Westbrook. That's not Buddy. That could possibly DeMar DeRozan could have possibly filled that role, but Russell has proven triple-double king, lots of turnovers, but he gets the ball and he makes other people better. So you got to take the good with the bad. Yeah. Well, he's averaging under 4 now, so he's been
That's
great.
why we're saying AD because
AD's got to come back with a vengeance, man. All this rest you're getting, you got to come back and do it, man. But look, it has been an absolutely great show. See, Connie, as always, man. I loved having you. Let's get to this last one. Westbrook will have a better second half. He just needs to play the third scorer. I'm not mad at you. He's never played that role before, so he definitely has to, man. Ulysses, we appreciate y'all coming out. Koldrick, Ari, appreciate y'all tuning in, getting your comments going, man, keeping this thing live. We definitely appreciate it, man. Remember to tune into us every Saturday, 10 a.m., the Full 94 podcast here with C, Connie. I am Miles Austin. Go out, follow the IG page, the Full 94 feet. I am definitely going to be posting about the Aces today, and hopefully I can get a response from somebody willing to come on and do an interview with us on the Full 94 here at MTMV Sports. I will send the credentials. Look, if you want me to send the credentials, I will send them. We got the numbers. The team has got the numbers. Let's get you on here. Liz, Asia, I'll take Angel, I'll take Chelsea, I'll take Destiny. Come on, let's talk about this. Y'all got a great head coach. Y'all got a good head coach. Bill Laimbeer was absolutely amazing. You got a good head coach in Becky moving forward. Let's talk about it, man. Here, look, the Full 94 podcast. I'm Miles. That's Connie. That's C. Shout out to also as the MTMV Sports Cash App. You want to support the team in any way, support us there. We're always looking for funding. We're always looking for trying to make this thing the best that it can be. Send it in. Help us out. We would always appreciate that. Shout out to the team, man. Shout out to Head Honcho, Rick Sincere, MTMV Sports as a whole. Check out MTMV pn.com for everything MTMV Sports. Come check us out, man. The full 94 Freed on IG. That's C. That's Connie. You know how to get in touch with us. I'm Miles. Y'all be safe, man. God bless.
This is the full 94, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, that's that boy West Side.
Yeah.